the kitchen with Rebecca Gordon, and we were making buttermilk petit fours, and she asked me to stir this, so I don't even know where we're starting. I'm just kidding. Rebecca, you know me. I'm
You're doing great.
A novice in the kitchen. We'll call it a novice.
No,
so.
you're great. Okay, it is a lot of steps, so I want to go ahead and talk about the cake first.
Okay.
So you want to start with a buttermilk sheet cake. So come see me at buttermilklipstick.com for that recipe and more. Lots of photos on how to go through this process too.
Okay.
Once that cake is baked, now I've baked it in 2/4 sheet pans today.
Okay.
But it calls to bake it in a 1/2 sheet pan, which is the larger sheet pan. It can bake in either way, same time, same temperature.
Okay, good to know.
So what I have here is the cake that's baked. It has frozen until it's firm. Now it's important to freeze the cake because that's going to give you the nice clean edges, because we're going to coat these in a little bit of glaze.
And so you typically would want to maybe bake the cake the day before and let it freeze overnight?
Yes,
okay.
That would be perfect. And what I'm taking is just a simple 1.5 inch cutter. This one is oval, but you can use square or round, whatever you have on hand. And then once you get all these cake pieces cut, what you're going to do is freeze those again, because you want the cake to be nice and firm when we glaze it.
Okay.
Now you are stirring a glaze right now that we're going to use, and I just want to talk through the ingredients of that real quick. I've got a couple of cups of powdered sugar in here. You can make the glaze in stages as well, or you can make all 7 cups using the 7 cups of powdered sugar to begin with if you want to.
Okay.
So you have options there, and you can sort of make it as you go or make it all at once. I'm going to just add some hot water to this. The hot water is going to sort of dissolve that sugar very quickly.
Okay.
And normally when you make petit fours, you heat the glaze over the stove eye to about 225 degrees, and then you pour it on the cakes. Well, I have streamlined this recipe for the home cook so that you don't have to heat it. So what you're going to do is make a basic powdered sugar glaze, and I'm adding a little bit of almond extract to it for flavor. You can use the clear or the vanilla, the clear vanilla or the almond extract to flavor it. But the key is that you'll want to add some sort of coloring element to this. That way it'll coat the sides of the cakes once they're dipped, and it will hide any imperfections on the side.
Okay.
Now I'm going to get you to go ahead and pour. I've made some glaze ahead of time.
So what's in that glass bowl is what will end up in this silver bowl, basically,
Right.
after you stir it.
Yes, this is the petit four glaze.
Okay.
Now I have frozen our cake pieces again, and what you want to do in order to dip these is you're going to take the bottom piece of the cake that was resting on the parchment paper in the pan. That's going to become our top. All of these are going to be the flattest portion of cake.
Oh, okay.
And so you'll dip that in the glaze like so, and then you're going to take an offset small spatula like this. You're going to lift it out, and then take the side of the cake and gently remove any excess so it drips back into the bowl. And I've got a wire rack here.
Okay.
And then you're going to place that on your wire rack. You're going to take a little bit of extra glaze and just simply pour that or push that over the sides, and then come down with your spatula and ring the sides like so, and that will get all of the bits around the sides covered
and
really
make it
well.
Pretty.
Now you're also going to want to take that pan and just sort of tap it on the countertop, and that's going to settle or release any air bubbles out, and then you can pop any air bubbles with something sharp like a wooden pick or something if they happen to surface.
Okay.
Now once,
so you've done some of those.
Yeah, so once they have set, what you're going to do is take a sharp paring knife and just gently remove that from the sides, and you can either use a cupcake liner to serve them in like so, or you can take a little bit more diligence to get the bottom a little bit not so so many pieces or whatever.
Yes.
Take a little more time, and you can serve those without. Now to finish these,
And we have about 30 seconds, so we've got some piping.
yeah, so we're going to take that same powdered sugar, we'll put a little meringue powder in it and some coloring, and then what we'll do is take our cakes, and then we'll put it in a piping bag with a small tip, and we're just going to pipe a small little dot.
You can do any type of design you want?
Yes.
Is that right?
You can. You can do any design. I just think the dots are really simple.
Yes.
And you can just pipe those right over the top like so.
And you've got the finished product over there on, well, to our right on the left side. So, and remember, you can get a copy of this recipe on our WBRC News app at WBRC.com. You can also send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to Good Day, Alabama, P.O. Box 6, Birmingham, Alabama 35201. So, Rebecca, we'll let you pipe a few of those. I might even try to help in the commercial break, and then we'll be right back after this.